Good evening. Today, I wanted to talk about my plan for my long run tomorrow. So, tomorrow marks 2 weeks out from Gold Coast Marathon, and tomorrow my plan is to do a dress rehearsal, I like to call it, for the race day, which means I'll be aiming to start my run earlier than usual, so closer to the time of the race, hoping to start around 7 to 7:30 a.m., which means with my usual race prep, I'll be needing to get up around 4 o'clock in the morning, just to have my usual drink mix, something to eat, and then I'll probably go back to bed for a little bit, then get up, have a coffee, and start getting myself ready for the run. So I'm aiming for tomorrow to do 30 kilometers, heavily dependent on how my legs are feeling, and my hip has not been the best these past few weeks. Just been working with physio trying to get that 100%, but I still need to get at least one more solid long run in before getting into a proper taper. So this week I have dropped the volume slightly during the week compared to last week. So yeah, trying to get 30 Ks tomorrow, which will put me at 60 Ks for the week. And then next week, dropping the volume again, but adding in another speed workout on probably Friday. I'll get that done. Yeah, so my plan for the run tomorrow, starting with a 5 kilometer warm up at 5 minutes to 5:20 per kilometer, then moving on to 10 kilometers at 4:30 to 4:50 per kilometer. Then 4 kilometers taking up the pace again at 4:20 to 4:40. 1 kilometer recovery, 6 kilometers at 4:30 to 4:50. 1 kilometer recovery, and then finishing with 3 kilometers at 4:20 to 4:40. So my aim was to try and mix in a bit of faster pace segments in that, just because I find that my legs respond better to running faster. So trying to get a bit more fast running tomorrow. We'll be wearing my usual long run kit, which I'll probably go through in the morning. Shoes, I'm leaning towards the New Balance 1080. I'm gonna tape up my feet because they give me blisters in long runs. I love the shoes, but don't like that they give me blisters when I run in them for longer. So I'll be taping up my feet for that. Yeah, I'm just hoping my legs hold up tomorrow. I'm actually quite nervous to see how I go because tomorrow could either give me the confidence boost I need for race day, or it could just ruin my confidence. If I pull up sore, if I can't make it through the run, just set a bad tone leading into the taper. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully everything goes well. But I will check in tomorrow and after the run, and you'll see how everything goes. And good night. Good morning. It's race morning. It's not actually race morning. I'm just pretending it is. And I am driving to my running spot. I'm slightly behind my schedule, but that's all right. Still got pretty much everything else to plan. I was up 4:30 to have my drink mix. Went back to bed for a little bit, got up again, had a coffee, and just started to get myself ready. And now I'm gonna head to the park, get on with a warm-up because it is cold. My car is saying 3 degrees. Listening to the Interstellar soundtrack just to hype me up a little bit. Time to get on with a warm-up. Got my gels, 3 Morden, 1 BPN that I'll have during my warm-up. And this with BPN G1M Sport, lime flavoured. Just for some hydration, electrolytes, extra carbs. You know how it is. It's quite cold, so need a good warm up. Some stretches, some activation for the glutes, and then we'll get on with the run. Jacket has come off. My hands are frozen. It's so cold. 2 degrees apparently, according to my watch. Got to do a few more run throughs to get the heart pumping and hopefully some blood flow to my legs. Finishing this gel, and then I'll get on with the run. I'm a little bit behind what I would have liked to be at by now. I would have liked to be running, but that's all right. My hands are sore because of how cold it is. They're like quite frozen, but that's alright. Sun's coming up, so they should warm up a little bit, and time to get on with the run. Wow. My hand is numb. I can't even feel when I'm pressing the buttons on this GoPro. So gloves would have been a good idea, but I just didn't think of it this morning. Oh well. So I've just hit 3 kilometers and I can already feel some slight pain in my lower legs. Hopefully it goes away as I warm up a bit more, but I'm gonna carefully monitor that. If it gets worse, I'm just gonna have to call the run. No point pushing through and increasing my recovery time when I'm only 2 weeks out. So yeah, just gonna keep a close eye on that. But look at that sunrise there. That's so nice. Anyway, I'll check in soon. 5 kilometers of warm up done. Now we've got 10 kilometers at 4:30 to 4:50. We'll see how that goes. Right leg still in a bit of pain. Hasn't gotten worse. Hasn't really gotten better either. So just pay careful attention to it, and see how we go. Okay, so we're at 6 kilometers in, and now I'm starting to feel some pain in my left leg, lower left leg. Feels like shin splints again, just when I thought I'd gotten over that. So it looks like 30 Ks might be out of the question now, but I'll keep going, see how I feel. I've just turned around at 8.5 kilometers. Legs still aren't feeling the best. Starting to feel a bit of pain in my right hip, which has been a problem for a while. I'll reassess how I feel when I get back to my starting spot, whether I want to add in a few more kilometers. So I'm just taking a little bit of a walking break to catch my breath. before I start 4 kilometers of 420 to 440 pace, so a bit faster. I haven't planned for this rest break, but I think if I want to put in a good effort for that last section, I gotta give myself a chance to catch my breath, and then I'll get back into it. Have this gel that's third for the run, the one before, one in between, and this one now. I've almost finished this, so I'll dump it once I go past my car. And legs aren't feeling horrible. I still won't go for the 30 Ks. Maybe if I can get around 22, I'll be happy. I know it's not ideal, but I think it's the smarter thing to do at this stage of my training. No point pushing through and injuring myself more. So I'll get this down and then get on with some faster running. Whew. Just finished the 4 kilometers of 420 to 440 per kilometer. Quite good. Held pace alright. Did that in, I think it was 16 to 17 minutes. So averaging around 4:15, 4:20, I think, maybe 4:25. I don't know, I can't do maths right now. Got 1 kilometer recovery. I'm gonna walk for a bit, slow jog. Then I'll turn around and it'll be moderate 3 kilometers back to the car, where I'll finish at 23 kilometers for the run. Hip is starting to feel a bit sore, nothing horrible, but I think 23 kilometers is probably the most I could do today without causing further injuries. So I'll get myself moving again, caught my breath, heart rate's recovered, and yeah, I'll see you a bit later on. 23 kilometers. Whew. What do we got? 148. What the hell happened there? Alright, something's not right. Just didn't track my run. That's concerning. Well, I'll come back to that, but gotta get my bottle first. My watch doesn't seem like it's recorded that run, which is nice. It says here my distance is 23.96 kilometers for the day, but there we go. False alarm. Just a bit buggy because I'm running the new watchOS beta. So yeah, I would have got 148, 23 kilometers, not the 30 kilometers I had planned, but got it done. 23, happy with that. Felt mostly alright. Probably could have gone further, but didn't want to risk injuring myself more or increasing my recovery time, which again I don't want, so I'll take that. This week focus is recovery. I'll do a light strength session tomorrow, then Tuesday will probably be light cycle at the gym, get a track session in this week, and then the rest easy runs. Next weekend, next Sunday, I'll go for 20 kilometers, but it's heavily dependent on how I feel, how I recover after today, how I feel during the week. Not feeling too bad now. Time to get home get a hot shower, relax, and refuel, and I'll be back during the week for some more training updates. 2 weeks out, Gold Coast Marathon. Not feeling ready yet, but I will be ready when the time comes. Just while I'm here, before I get home, I thought I'd do a quick breakdown of how this run went. So obviously I started with 5 kilometers of warm-up, averaged 4:54 for that, then moved on to 10 kilometers at slightly higher effort, averaged 4:37 for that section, and then moved on to 4 kilometers, again slightly higher effort, averaged 4:19 for that. Then 1 kilometer of recovery, averaged 6:09. It was just a mixture of walking and slow jog. And then finished with 3.1 kilometers, had again higher effort, averaged 4:13 for that. So slightly above what my planned race pace will be, but I'll take it. I mean, it's good confidence boost that I can run 3 kilometers at that pace after having already run 20 kilometers. So hopefully that translates to being able to run slightly slower for a longer distance in the marathon. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the way I frame it. So finished the run, average pace 4:42. I think I said that before. 23.08. Man, I should have just... I'm annoyed that it's 23.08 and not 23.1, or I don't know where that extra 80 meters came from, but whatever. My average heart rate 174. Not bad, I'll take it. Anyway, time to recover, rest, and edit this video because I want to get it out quickly. Alright, thank you again. Bye.